can you say something?
This is a virtue changer echo broadcast. Saving lives and healing hearts since 2019.
Rendezvous. It says there's a red light.
This is a virtue changer
Oh,
echo
fucking hell.
broadcast.
There's a red light
Saving
on,
lives
but
and
everyone else
healing
is
hearts
gone.
since 2019.
Everyone's gone. Philip, what happened? We did all that preparation.
I know, it's so good. It's just
What
great when we.
happened to it? We had loads of, and there's no images now.
And I'm just a question mark. It's so much fun just learning.
You're at least a question mark. Do you know what I am? I'm a
Yeah.
spinning circle.
Just learning, and I think that's important too.
Yeah,
So,
we can't
yeah.
give Kai too much trouble.
No, it's gonna be okay because so
He
much
can't
is
hear us.
happening. Yeah.
So much going on right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And he's back.
Yeah.
He's somewhere in Norwich.
Yeah.
And
He's working with 6 digits, and it's harder when you got a 5-digit machine and you got
he's
6 digits.
working on something, and I don't
Yeah.
know. We tried it a couple times and it seemed to work, but now what we've got is I'm a spinning circle. You're just a guy in a box.
I
and
don't
it
even.
says-
I'm not seeing anything, so I'm
I
just
don't-
happy
I
to
don't-
be alive.
I just don't think we're even broadcasting right
No, we
now.
are because people are commenting.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm really enjoying the show. I am really enjoying it so far. So
Well,
that's good.
Well, we
That's
better
good.
start talking
As long
about.
as the Dalai Lama enjoys it.
It's time to start talking about what we're missing out on, Philip. And what are we missing out on so far? It's
I'm not
supposed
sure.
to be us floating in a screen with some films.
Yes,
playing.
well, I'm looking at it on my phone and I'm seeing us on the
we're
phone.
in it.
So we're
Okay.
actually so even
Okay.
though we can't monitor ourselves,
Oh,
we
okay.
can just
So that's
we can
happening.
so that's quite good. It's just
Okay.
so nice to know that we're here. No, I have no idea what is happening either.
I don't know either.
Alice, I'm looking at that Lizzie's saying hello to the Dalai Lama. Hello, Lizzie. How are you?
Lizzie Coster.
Yeah. So look at that. That was I'm looking back. I'm getting the back of this about 5 seconds after we're actually on. Can you see us both, Cami? That is so good of you. So good of you. And Sawan can see us. Thank you, Sawan.
Philip.
Yeah. Yes. Anthony. I'm gonna actually read off of the all the comments from my phone, and then we'll just dial it in. So, are you still there, Anthony?
Yeah, I just wanted to. It's been a very shitty start.
Yeah, really bad.
It's about 15 minutes late,
and it's laggy, and
nothing's working. Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah,
we should sum up. What is VCEP and what's our ethos? What is our structure? What is our APB? What is our what is our question?
Yeah, I mean, how are we questioning and why are we answering? I think is a lot of what we're going to be discussing here.
Yeah.
Twice a week we'll be here answering your questions and just taking answers and questioning answers. So we're going to be doing a lot of that. There'll be some healing. There's no Lama. The Lama will be here. He's going to be for people that don't see the Lama. There he is. He's here. He's going to,
This is where I hang my glasses and I think, I wonder which one's
Yeah.
best for this. Oh, looks like these are.
Yeah. So I find a lot of the times broadcasting. Right? No, we are. People are commenting.
Yeah, we know. That's you've actually we know all that. Can you
Yeah. So we're floating above space, and here we are. We're not above Earth, I know. Thank you, Duncan. Duncan M. Quirk, hello. How are you? It's so wonderful to see you here. Ann Clifford and Lizzie, thank you for coming and joining us on this special edition. Can you hear me, Anthony? Is everything okay?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Just a second. I can't see you.
Well, we're definitely going out because I can see.
Oh, there. I can hear Philip in my ears, but I can't see your face. And do you know what?
Yeah.
I think that might be something. We're being tested.
I know. Well, I just think it's such. Tested? Cameron Sinclair from Scotland has a question. What's your question for the VCEB?
Yeah.
Just because we're here to answer questions and basically, just let people know.
Can I say something, Philip? I just want to just say something right here. Do you know what? I'm glad it started like that. And do you know what? I'm glad I can't see anything and I can only hear you. Do you know, I think that's more what VCEP used to be, is listening to you. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. And what does it look like out there? What are people saying?
Well, they're just asking. There's Duncan M. McQuirk says, you guys look like you mistook my grandpa for a werewolf and shot him with a silver bullet.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'm glad you said we've been working on that look for quite a while.
I'm part werewolf, actually.
I'm part werewolf. I
did my DNA. I did 23andMe, and I've actually got 18% werewolf. So that's so accurate. I guess he didn't even know how accurate he was going to be.
Yeah,
werewolf, actually.
That's and it's just so amazing that it's going to be like this for the whole. I'm really not even sure what's happening, and we can't talk to our tech guy.
He's gone a bit quiet.
He's got a little bit quiet, but I think it's good. I think these testing moments are good for anyone, just to really help you figure out who you are, what you are.
Hey, did it lag just then? I think it just lagged.
Yeah, well, we're like on the broadcast, we're way behind. So I'm looking at, I'm on Twitch. I'm looking at it on my phone here. I'm watching us watching ourselves, and I think it's we're not even live on Facebook yet.
Philip, can I play a little? Oh, there's some music just randomly came up.
I didn't hear that. I can't hear that.
I would love for us to just maybe do a little meditation now. Or would you like to play a little game with me, Philip, to pass the time until maybe the technical issues are sorted?
Sure.
It's a little game I call, and it's called, Hey, who said that?
Okay. Let's
Who
play.
said that, you guys?
All right.
Hang on. I think I know. Wait, just before we play that game, I think I know who I'm listening to. It's Dolphin. I can tell it's Dolphin. Can you tell that?
No, of course I can tell because I speak Dolphin. For our dolphin audience.
They're trying to speak through me. Philip, do you know what they're saying? Do you know what those dolphins are saying?
I do not know, Anthony. What are they saying?
They're saying, sort your fucking technology out. Stop swearing.
I know. It's something. This is a family rated. This is a family rated cast.
It's really put the test to us. You know, it's the sort of test you'd want on maybe episode 6.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's good to be tested to test yourself like this in this way.
Yeah.
And
especially with an interactive show that you rely on being able to speak to the audience with, and having that taken away as well, I think is the kind
we're
of
getting messages. I'm getting messages that Tony's volume is quiet, but and then Lizzie thinks it sounds loud.
Oh,
so,
wow. So that's some
and now Lizzie's laughing. Do you know what?
How's my volume now, guys?
Is that any louder or is that too loud?
I'm lucky. Duncan M. Quirk is so great.
Roger, that flag at about 35,000 feet, and my co-pilot here, Phil, will be walking through the cabin and taking back the rest of the puzzles. And everyone's done their puzzles now, and we'll be back to our seats. And if everybody can buckle up, we're gonna take the plane down to about 25,000 feet. And,
that's my pilot game I was playing.
That's a very, very good game. It sounded just like a pilot.
Yeah. Can I do it again?
Yeah.
Oh, there's your Captain Slayton who took it at 25,000 feet there. We're gonna try to get it up 75,000 feet. And when we get up high, we're gonna try to leave the Earth's atmosphere, and we're just hoping to do a little fly over Earth. Have a look on down there. It's right there. Over.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh God, did I knock something off?
No, I'm not even sure. I'm just looking. I don't. I'm just happy to be alive at this point.
You know
Too
what?
loud.
The
music was loud. I love Duncan M. Quirk. He's saying "fuck the tech," and we did fuck the tech. That's how we met.
That's probably what happened to him.
Yeah, but he can hear us, and it's our voices he wants. Thank you, Duncan M. Quirk. Duncan M. Quirk, and
that's a very nice thing to say, isn't it?
I think it's a lovely thing to say.
That's a healing thing to say.
What a
that's
really lovely thing to say. I just know that good things are going to come to you this week, Duncan, because you're a good man.
That was so beautiful, actually. That's really done me no end of good.
Yes. Do you miss planes, Tony? Clifford wants to know. Clifford, 1969, needs to know, do you miss planes?
You know what? Ever since we entered the VCEB universe over a month and a half ago, I have not looked at any airplanes. It's like, when you watch too many airplanes online and then you start to view the world through that lens, and you kind of you treat planes differently than you would normally. And I think you start looking at planes just broken down like, oh, I like the wings on that one, or the tail fin.
You start looking at rivets closely. I was really studying the rivets on a plane.
Yeah.
I really like the rivets.
And I think that you stop looking at the whole of the plane. It's like if you see a P-51 Mustang, let's say.
Sure. Who wouldn't like that?
And it's a red tail, and you think, oh, that's Tuskegee Airmen. The red tails, absolutely wonderful pilots, and they're beautiful aircraft. Anyway, if you start going, oh, I like the wheels on that.
Yeah.
It's like, what about the engine? What about the motor? So I guess to answer Cliff's question, I do miss airplanes.
I think a lot of people don't realize the planes were. People think that Wilbur and Orville Wright invented the plane, but they don't realize it's actually a Dutch invention.
What's that? The airplane?
Yeah, it was called aeroplanes. It was called originally.
Well, actually, they had to change it. The original name, when the Dutch named it, was Viertegruschen.
The
Viertegruschen floating in the lucht. And they had the meeting, and they said, you know what? When you've had too many pancakes and you try to go up in the aircraft, you're probably going to crash. You've got to eat less pancakes when you go flying. But they said it's going to be difficult to sell this invention to the Angles. because they're not gonna, you know, they're not gonna.
Oh, this is so
geez.
fun.
We've
I
we had a lot
really,
of things planned.
you know what? It's so fun because we spent like almost 2 weeks doing the tech on this. So just smooth that.
Actually, we spent 5 weeks doing all the tech and preparing loads of films and lots of flybys. And let's just talk through the first film. We were gonna do a beautiful flyby space film. I mean, we'll get to it at some point. Maybe in episode 3, but none of that's happening now. It's really down to its bare bones.
I'm just enjoying. It really is bare bones. And just so you know, maybe we should just start with a reading.
Oh my God! Thank you, beautiful. Yeah, because hey, after all, those other things were just bells and whistles, weren't they, Philip? Yeah.
Let's start with the reading.
To basics.
Something that I wrote. There's something that I wrote last year, and you can buy this in our merch shop if you want to go to the merch shop, the VCEB merch shop. We also have,
if it's running.
We also have our VCEB texturizing hair gum if you want to go and get some of that. That's a lot of fun. But this book is in there. It's I co-wrote this I ghost wrote it for the Dalai Lama. And because he doesn't really write a lot. He doesn't do a lot of writing. He doesn't really, his spelling is horrific. And so I wrote this for him last September, and this is called The 8 Verses of Transforming the Mind. And I just dashed this off. I had a bad bout I was having some stomach flu. Could have been a curry, I don't know. But anyway, those monks do not know how to cook. They know how to cook, but they don't clean so well. And so there was a lot of buildup in the bowls. And
that lentil paste can get like cement.
Exactly. And I had a lot of time to think. I had a lot of alone time, if you know what I mean. Winky, winky. And I wrote this. This is from the end of the book. It's called The 8 Verses of Transforming the Mind. And with a determination to achieve a higher aim. I think this is really appropriate for our show today, for our broadcast. With a determination to achieve the highest aim for the benefit of all sentient beings. That's you guys, and that's us, which surpasses even the wish-fulfilling gem. May I hold them dear at all times. And I just let that sink in. Let me read it again, because I didn't really even myself.
Let's just go. Let's can we unpack that?
Yeah, let's unpack it.
Let's unpack that and have a good look around the bones of it.
That's a great idea. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta unpack me.
With a determination to achieve the highest aim for the benefit of all sentient beings. I mean, that's a high aim. You're trying to achieve an aim for all sentient beings. You're aiming high. That is.
Yeah. That is shooting, if not to the stars.
Yeah.
Up on the horizon.
Yeah,
that's on the horizon.
I agree, Anthony. On the horizon.
That is a beautiful. I mean, it's Dale. Do you know? Did you know him when he was calling himself Dale?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to have a shop.
Dale Lamp. His last name is actually Lamppost, but he's short.
Lamppost. And do you remember he had a dealership and he sold little John Deere garden tractors? Tractors.
Yeah.
And I bought one from him. I bought. We're getting a little sneak peek here. Little sneak peek behind the scenes. See what's. Oh, somebody wore trousers to the show.
Oh no! Did you? Oh, did I? Shouldn't. Oh, look at that! I was just showing you. I've been working out, and I wanted to show you my tattoo, and then I bailed at the last minute. I just thought, yeah, I better not. We don't want like all single males watching this getting like crazy. Anyway, so yeah. So here we are. But here he is. Whenever I interact with someone, may I view myself as the lowest amongst all. And I think this is really good for us. We're really doing that with this broadcast. We're really lowering ourselves to the lowest depths of our hearts and respecting each other and hold other people as superior. So, and this is where I think
this is where the visual side of it. Is the whole show going to be just us floating in the clouds, do you think?
No, there's now
Is there other things to look at?
Yes, we're now with jelly.
I hear Kai. Oh, wait, everybody stop. I hear Kai in the background.
I can't hear Kai.
I hear him faintly, just a little bit, just a little. Everyone, shh.
I'm here.
I can't hear any Kai. You guys are crazy. Kai, for people watching, Kai is our technician here today.
Oh,
And he's available. He will be very available after this. he's going to be available all year.
He's out of the kindness of his own heart.
Yeah,
He's agreed to take a smaller percentage going forward.
Sure, he's sort of on sabbatical from about this point on.
No.
So he's donating a lot of his work.
And so, are you seeing that there's visuals around us right now that I can't see?
Yes, there are. I'm watching jellyfish. Well, I'm watching the show on my phone. So
Are you? That's such a good idea. Am I in it? Am I in the broadcast?
Someone just David M. Quick. I love this guy so much.
Duncan. It's Duncan, isn't it?
He says, yeah, but I call him David.
He's Duncan Quarterly. I think he's from up north.
He says he's beginning to think we're actually not in the same room. And
Shut up, Duncan. Yeah, no, I'll tell you, I'm not even in a room.
Cameron Sinclair wants to know if he can watch the debriefing video, and Clifford 1969 needs to know, is he crying? And we can only hope
I was nearly
that he is.
Yeah, I know Kai, and he's wired quite tight, and he'll be his own harshest critic.
Sure.
But will he be a harsh fixer?
I don't know. I think one of the things we've really reached in our very first episode here is how difficult things can seem.
Yeah.
But how?
Let me just. Can I just unpack that again?
Yeah, unpack it for us.
So how difficult things can seem.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is sometimes things aren't difficult.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We just make them look difficult, and that's what holds us back?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you really unpacked that. You unpacked that in one. It's like, your socks were folded before you even opened the suitcase.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm really in the zone, and I can really fire healing out. Do you know what got me fired up, Philip? I'm just going to have a little rant here. I hope you don't mind. I went on YouTube, and you guys don't look at them now, but it's a channel on YouTube called Gaia, and they're doing all the films that I want to do. Like every single film idea, they've done them. You know, like about the higher consciousness, the interconnectivity, Atlantis, all the really like the normal stuff you'd expect. They've done them. So I just was really mad about that. I just thought they've kind of stolen everything about us. You know, and then it got me to thinking about Atlantis and fish people, and about how every time I've been like to underwater lands, I find it difficult to breathe because it's I sewed up my gills to try and fit in with people more when I moved to the surface. And the thing is, when you go back to somewhere you used to live, things change. And people who I knew back in Atlantis who were I thought were open-minded, you know, because they knew I was a surface dweller. It turns out they haven't grown with the modern world. They're still back where they were. And so, you know, That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, well, this was good. Well, I mean, when you rant, you really go off on that. You just went, are you okay? I mean, because I just think,
I'm sorry. I get so upset.
so angry. I know I've never seen you like that before. It's like you were going to pop a blood vessel. It was too much.
Yeah, I get so upset. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah.
Did you want to play the game? Who said that?
Sure.
Okay, now bear in mind, I can't see anybody else's answers. You keep me on that. Okay, who said this? Did Joseph Stalin say this, or did Ray Don Chung?
Okay.
Who said that? Okay. A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic.
Ooh, I
Who
know
said that? Ray Don Chung
Ooh.
or Joseph Stalin?
I feel like I know that one. It's like one that's like right here. I'm gonna say Ray Don Chung.
No.
Oh
No, that was Joseph Stalin.
I was so close because it was either one or the other. I love it. It was either going to be Ray Don Chung or Joseph Stalin. So.
Do you know what? You were half right.
Yeah. Was I? You know what? I remember Ray Don Chung saying that at a dinner party we were at in New York.
That's how I knew. That's how I knew I could fool you. Is I thought to myself, I remember that dinner party, and I remember Ray Don Chung saying that.
Yeah.
And I remember it going into your brain, and I remember thinking, one day he's going to think that she said that first.
Yeah, it's just one of those snappy things. And when he said it, I just thought, "Wow, you look like." Yeah, I know. I was working my way around.
Yeah,
roundabout way.
Cheech's best daughter.
Yeah.
Or Chong's daughter, obviously.
Well, don't say it's Cheech's daughter. Yeah. Chong's daughter, because that's
clearly Chong's.
Bobby Chong. Bobby Chong to me is.
He's not here, man.
He's not here, brother. Yeah.
I'm Joey freaking Joey Diaz. Today's guest is Joey freaking Diaz.
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
I had this rabbit. You gotta try.
Sorry, buddy. I had my finger in a dog. I'm only joking. So anyway,
and now another round. Should we do another round of Who Said That?
Sure. And then I'll do some poetry.
Okay, great. So this one is going to be a really tricky one because I'm going to give you 5 options.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm going to say the thing, then give you the options. Okay.
Yeah.
Ideas are far more powerful than guns. We don't let our people have guns. Why should we let them have ideas? Okay, who was that?
Okay, that was Mike Pence.
No.
Vice
Was
President.
it Tracy Emin? Was it Shane Sparks?
Ooh.
Or Martha Graham?
Uh-huh.
Or Jeff Koons?
No.
Damian Ortega? Or Yoko Ono? Or Joseph Stalin?
I remember this. I remember being alive and watching television with my parents, having TV dinner. I love the peach dessert. And when I heard that for the first time, and I think it was Yoko Ono. I'm gonna go with Yoko Ono. Oh wait, no, yeah, it was Cher. No, it wasn't. It was Yoko Ono. I thought it was Yoko Ono quoting Cher. Is what I thought it was.
No, do you know what? You're bang on right.
I'm gonna high five myself.
It's bang on right. That was Yoko Ono. Oh, and I'm getting a little message here from my mother-in-law. She comes up in my phone as Granny. No shame. I got vision and sound at one point. What's she talking about? It's still on.
Yeah, we're still here.
Let me just write this letter. It's still on, old lady.
Duncan and Quick like this. Duncan and Quick. This reminds him of being shit-faced with mad friends. And
let me finish my text to my mother-in-law. I said, "It's on, old lady. What the frick is wrong with you? Turn your goddamn computer the white ray around." There, send.
Good. Yes, and Cameron Sinclair agrees. Duncan Goodhue. Who the heck?
Can you ask the guys out there if it's still working on YouTube, because
Well,
that might be just Twitch.
what we're trying to what we'd like to do is find out who is actually listening. So if you guys could send us a message, ask us a question. This is it's really going to be one for the old memory banks.
This is, you know what, I've got a really good feeling that it's starting the way we want it to really build. Everything's going to
Well, I think once people go away and talk about this night.
Yeah, I think there. Do you know what? If I was
Fill it
watching,
in.
I would immediately. You know, here's the thing: when you go on a show or you do like you talk to people on a Zoom, they always say, "Hey, what are you watching? What do you recommend?" And I would recommend this just to be really bizarre.
I so recommend this. You're now, you know, we're watching your art that you did where you burned the piano.
Wow, that was me.
While playing Great Balls of Fire. So
that was such a day. What a day we had that day. I bought this helmet when I was out in Japan. I bought this helmet.
Yeah.
I came back from Japan and I said, Philip, I said, what am I going to do with this helmet? Remember that? I said,
I remember.
What am I going to do with this helmet, man?
Well, you originally put it on your T-shirt on your back and pretended that you had hurt your shoulder. Like, I hurt my shoulder, and then you pulled it. I'm like, that's a helmet. I remember.
I know. I said, Quasimodo, mate.
Hello. You kept going. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Quasimodo.
Boy, mate. It wasn't a good use of a helmet. It just wasn't a good enough.
It really wasn't. No.
And so Philip said, "Why don't you wear it? You said it's fire retardant." And I said, "I'm not in this day and age."
Yeah, no. It's just slow to burn, basically.
Slow to burn. Yeah. But it said on it, fire retardant. And I thought, well, that's just probably a translation issue with Japanese.
Yes.
So in Japanese, retardant might mean slow to burn.
Slow to burn, that's what it means, yeah.
So, anyways, you said, why don't we use it in that way? And, you know, this is how we are. We're just creative. I said, what about, I've got a recital tonight. And I'm booked to play Great Balls of Fire. And what if piano was really on fire? What if the piano was really on fire?
What I think, I think Onion Danny's just commenting, it's hard to imagine that this show could be worse than the live show. Well, you don't have to imagine it, Onion Danny. It's happening.
Oh, Danny's been to the live show. The live show, I mean, it was building a following. We got up to 130 people on show. We started with 4, and it got up to 130 people. And I remember when 130 would arrive, and we'd say to them, how many had seen us before? And we said, some of you are going to really stay with it, and some of you are not. And some of them left, and they wouldn't even look us in the eye. But everyone else came up and said, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, sure.
And that either.
We don't get it. It doesn't matter. The point of it isn't that we're trying to do something. It's you're not trying to do something. And we're really good at that.
Yeah, we're trying to
we've got that bit down.
Comedy. We're trying to take comedy, unwrap it, and then put it into space. And I think, you know, Philip and I, both of us we were traveling in space on one of Elon Musk's earlier test flights that we weren't allowed to tell anyone about.
Yeah.
And Philip and I we were flying out, and we got near a black hole.
Yeah.
I said to Philip, I said, you know what? We get sucked in that black hole. You get over the event horizon. There's no going back. There's no going back. As soon as you get to the horizon, there isn't any going back. And Philip said that we got to do this. We got to do this.
we got to share this with more people worldwide. This is really,
And I said, I think it's going to grow. And This is our first one, and I'm excited the way it's going to go. When I think for me, when I start to see what's happening in the show, I might lose something.
Yeah, exactly. When we actually know what's going on and can see something and can hear each other, that will really ruin the whole effect that we're going for here.
That'll take away from.
Sure. The great thing about it is with this new technology, we're on 30 platforms at the same time. So we've got thousands, literally thousands of people in Belarus are watching this. They gathered in the city square tonight, and they put it on the Belarus Podcasting Society.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The big event out there. Big event in Belarus. Also, very big in Tbilisi that we're going to be on there tonight because of the Stalin game. They still love him there.
Yeah, they do.
And guys, equally, what we think is great is people will say, what do you recommend watching online? And then we realize you got a difficult job to you've got to say what it is. They'll say, what is it? And you just have to say this. Just say, I don't know.
Not really sure, but I have to go back to try and figure it out and see.
I mean, it's not as much fun banter like Pappy's Fun Club or anything like that.
Oh gosh, well, you're never going to get that kind of thing. So
big trouble now. As soon as I see the poetry hat, I'm like,
yeah, it's
coming.
Yeah. I wrote this poem. I wrote this poem back in 2005. 2005. That's right. Yeah. And I was just because we were touring, we were on the road together. This is called Road to Nowhere, and it's let me read this. Well, we know where we're going, but we don't know where we've been, and we know where we're going, but we can't say we've seen, and we're not little children, and we know what we want, and the future is certain, and give us time to work it out. We're on a road to nowhere. Come on inside. Taking that ride to nowhere. We'll take that ride. I'm feeling okay this morning, but we're on a road to paradise. Here we go. Here we go. And there's a city in my mind. Come along and take a ride. It's all right, baby. Because I had a baby at the time.
That's right.
I remember, just giving birth to.
Is it Pico?
Yeah, Pico. 14 pounds he was when he was born, and I have not been able to walk properly since.
Pico lives with his mom.
Pico lives with his mom. And just let me finish this poem.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. The end. So I think
that's beautiful. I love that poem. I remember that sure so well. Just one second. I've got to.
Oh,
that is so refreshing.
Yeah.
We don't believe in marketing. We don't believe in marketing. That's not like a message to, hey, you work at Diet Coke. Now, if there's, if my son is watching, can you tell me? Oh no, actually, Phil, you're watching. You're seeing the show.
I don't know. I can't. Are we actually on?
Maybe are we actually on? But you're responding to some messages.
I can only see you, and then I have my phone, and I'm taking lip dancing to a different beat of sound, says Gaius Tesler. So lips dancing to a different beat of sound. So
we had planned to have some killer beats underneath our talking, but then next time I think you got to start raw. All I can see is me, but I can hear you.
Yeah. I don't think
that's a dangerous thing. Can you? Because I can hear you and I can see me. Could you talk?
I'm gonna get closer to my camera. Oh gosh. So when I see other people doing this, and I think it looks so complicated, but everyone's doing it, so it can't be that difficult.
Yeah,
I
I
just
just
thought
thought ours was going to be the best.
that it's going to be just dive right in. And
Well-
supposedly our voices and our and all of our actions are stuttered.
Stuttered?
So-
Oh, for crying out loud.
You can't. So
I got a message, a direct message, personal message from Nico Vandeville. Nico, who's Nico from Bad Film Club, she just says, I feel your technological pain. Oh, thank you, Nico. That is
thank you,
the
Nico.
stuff we need to hear. I feel, and that's what this show is. That's just reminded me what we're here for, healing.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We're
Well,
here for.
I think our first healing should be of our own show.
What does healing even mean to you, Philip?
I'm sure. I just used to heal on weekends, and then I used to just do weekend healing, and then it became. Well, I can see. Oh, I can now see Kai in one of the boxes. Now I'm looking at Kai.
Oh, there he is. Look at him. He's got a stressful little face on there.
Yeah, he's really stressed, and we can't
Not
hear him.
stressful enough, though.
But he's cute though. He's a cute kid.
Yeah.
But is he on the stream actually? Okay. I'm lost. Okay, my camera's off now.
Really? I'm
Well,
on here.
I can only see you and him.
Okay, well, why don't I just do some talking? I just want to talk just off the top of my head, guys. I'm just going to riff off the top of my head.
So have we started yet? Have we started?
If I was going to talk about healing, I guess what it means for me is, I think it meant knowing where I fitted in the world.
Yeah.
To me, healing, it's always been about being accepted and about belonging to someone or something. Or, oh, its screen went dead. It meant, I think for me, healing meant feeling at peace with the land and then within the family. Oh, look, I see a thing of us in the sky. Well, gosh, it's amazing. I think we should do longer than the hour.
Than our prescribed time. I just feel like the show has flown by. It's been so much fun and just chock full of learning and everything. So it really just went to script, and I think we should go off script now. I think we should now that we've fooled everyone into thinking we don't know what we're doing. Let's really chow down on knowledge.
It's time to talk art. It's time to talk.
Chow down on art.
How does art help you heal?
Yeah. Yes. Good answer to a great question. Good question. That's what.
Yes.
I love when a question is an answer at the same time. Don't you?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh boy, do I ever.
This is what we should be doing. Like, we should do this every single night for 4 hours a night and become
we're going to build up to that.
Global sensations. I'm sure a lot of people will have watched this, and we'll get a lot of feedback from our friends tomorrow on how we can improve. What do we got?
Have you got any new messages there? Let me just. You know what?
Duncan M. Quick is. I love this man so much. Onion Danny's has to leave because Michael McIntyre is about to start, so he's gonna have to go. And I know we split the crowd. We didn't realize Michael was on tonight, and it really splits our audience because I know half his people love us and half our people love him.
Michael, I remember when food stamps, and we were all on food stamps.
Yeah.
The one who managed to talk about it the most.
He just all the time. I mean, I think it's really great that he's come forward to try and save live comedy. I think it's really honorable of him because obviously he did a lot of live comedy early on, and now he's just sort of stuck in a castle somewhere.
We forgot to start doing our fundraising because that's what our show is about. We're raising money on all the different platforms for comedy. We're raising money to give to comedy via us and this show. So if we can save 2 comedians, That's two more than it will be in 6 months.
So we're getting messages from Cammy Sinclair, who I love. Just she's got the coolest name. It's got his first name is Cammy, which sounds a little. Is it a man or a woman? We're not sure. Yeah,
I know a few.
Cammy. But then Sinclair is like a classy name. Sinclair, like Sinclair Stevens on Private Detective or whatever.
Yeah,
And
Thomas Sinclair. I work on Forbes. I work at Forbes. Name's Thomas Sinclair.
this is my son, daughter, Camry. And then Cammy, it's like a little chubby faced child with blonde curly hair, but in a dress. So we're not sure which direction that child is taking.
I used to be a fighter pilot, but when I left the military as a pilot, I went into business and I started working at Morgan Chase.
I love your impressions of your Morgan Chase employees. Now, Cammy is sending a message saying we can realign the video and the audio later, so pretend everything is normal. But Cammy, what you don't understand is this is how we planned it, honey. This is how it's supposed to be. So we're not going to normalize. You normalize. Just get what we're doing is we're testing you as an audience to see whether you can actually put together our voices and align the video yourselves, because this is more of a test about you than a test of us. You know,
Philip, that was the old switcheroo. I like that. Putting the onus on someone else.
Yeah. So
I mean that's Trump's America.
Duncan M. Quick is saying Harpoon McIntyre is I can't. He is a shower of poop in an ill-fitting suit, and I don't think that's very fair.
Duncan Disorderly is on the prowl. I'm surprised Clifford isn't out there, and some of the regulars out there. We seem to. Maybe they're just not commenting, but I think we've learned a lot. I think. I can see an image in the background. I'd change that up. I'd change that up if I could. If I could, I'd change it up.
I'm looking at. I can see it's that work of performance art by Rudolf Sneltesky. Where he played the bobbing bird and glass. And this work, or a lot of people don't know this, but Skyevsky, he did this for almost 12 hours in a row in one sitting. This is what he did. This is what he did. Can you see what I'm seeing?
I thought I saw, like, the picture's really tiny, and I thought I could see two ice hockey players trying to go around each other, back and forth. But now that I see it as Skinski's work.
Yes, Slevsky is what's known for it.
And it's called "Am I Thirsty?" No, I'm not thirsty. Yeah, I think really. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, it was about his alcoholism, and he lost his marriage over this work, and it really cost him a lot. He had 13 children, and 11 of them were taken by the authorities, and the other 2 grew up to be members of the Gestapo. So
one of them went on to be a tennis star, the tennis star Vitas Gerulaitis.
That's Vitas Gerulaitis, absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, after you. I'm talking too much. After you.
No. I just wanted to say, because I remember talking to and he was saying this. It was all inspired by. He went into the party with everyone. And he knew he's an alcoholic.
Oh, well, yeah.
They said, "Can I get you a drink?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll have a drink." No, I don't want to drink. Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to drink. Yeah, no, I don't want to drink. I'm not gonna have a drink. Yo, I'll have a drink.
Yeah.
And it went on like that, and that was the beginning of this work.
Yeah, and I think originally when it didn't even, people thought he was doing a piece of performance art in the bar because of the nature of his speech impediment. They just thought, oh, this is a work of art. And then he was approached by someone from White Cube Gallery in Whitechapel in the south of London there. And they put it on. They put it on, and he ran that show for about 4 years. And lost his wife and family. 11 of his children, 2 of them. I mean, but they did go on to win Wimbledon. So, I mean,
well, one of them was Vitas Gerulaitis, but let's not forget Vitas Gerulaitis. He developed some substance abuse problems himself. I mean, it was the 70s, but yeah. Oh, there's just a sound happen.
No, that was the music that we hated so much at the beginning of the
Oh my God. Can anyone out there agree with me that the countdown music nearly made me pull my own eyes?
Yeah.
I don't know how that got past the censors.
I really like there's one of our comments, I love it. It's imploding. It's the most confusing piece of online theater I've ever observed. I've got a really multi-layered show, audio, video, and text, but none of them seem to relate. And then Duncan thinks that you look cold. So
I look cold.
I think it's your beard. Just naturally lends itself to you looking like you should be all over.
That's called acting, guys. Because I'm in my cupboard where it's actually super hot in here. Oh, maybe it's ironic.
You know what, Anthony? Of all the years we've done this, we've run this Virtue Chamber Echo Bravo show. I think this is my favorite performance we've ever done of it.
I love it. It's my favorite.
I feel really healed as we enter into the last few minutes of the broadcast.
I don't want to quit, to be honest. I don't want to stop.
No, I don't. I think we should just keep going until we get it right.
Yeah. So I can't wait till Wednesday, and I sure hope that everybody turns in Wednesday. I think people are going to get the grower.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen next week. Well, probably more of the same.
I reckon we just keep this week. Well, we'll use the same tech guy because this could really be something. This kind of car crash could stop a lot of traffic, is what I'm saying.
That's beautiful. And I think that the unrelatedness is what allows us to heal.
Yeah. I mean,
what does it say about society where everything is so, where has it gotten us? All that stuff. Where has Michael McIntyre delivered us to?
Yeah, he's taken us
around. Thank you, Michael. This isn't good enough. Yeah. I want more, and I don't think Suits and jokes, linear jokes, are gonna do it.
Well, I think there's a time and a place, and the time is Vegas, and the place is 1972. And Frank Sinatra would have said, "What? I don't know. No.
I don't have a drawer with all my stuff in it."
Yes, exactly. I don't need a drawer with stuff in it. I'm Frank fucking Sinatra, he would have said.
And if I want to see comedy, I'll go see Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz, I am Joey Diaz. I got my fingers I got a bowl on my ranch. It's got my fingers in it. No, I don't. I'm only joking. Smell that. Yeah, I love Joey Diaz. He's so good.
I love the Joe Rogan podcast, but he does have a couple blind spots, and one of them is Joey Diaz.
Joey Diaz. It's Joey Diaz.
Hey. Let's not. So that is the plan. That's a wonderful quote. Can we use that for the poster?
Yeah.
Who said that one? I love it.
That was Frank Sinatra.
No, the quote from one of the viewers who said that they said it's unrelated or something.
Yeah, here's one Duncan has said, so far you guys are far better than the voices in my head. Most but not all say, just play this episode in the background of next week's. I think that's a great idea.
That's a gorgeous idea. Oh my God, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I hope you're listening, Kai, but I doubt that the technology has delivered it to you.
I don't think I can hear anything. In fact, he's probably just gone down to the pub and is letting us run out.
I wonder, do you think we were mean about him or not mean
I
enough?
don't-
Never know how to judge.
I don't know. I can never tell with a guy like Kai because he seems like a sweetie, but I've got a feeling he's got bodies buried under the sofa.
Do you know what? One thing I'm a little concerned about is I thought my son was going to be watching, and I was hoping to see the odd comment from him, but I think he's tuned out. My own.
Your own son.
He's my son.
Your son has not been commenting since the beginning when he was like, "We can't hear, we can't see."
And then he just gave up. Well,
this is a good one from Clifford's 1969. I'm going to use this on our poster. The real world is going to be a big shock after this.
Aw, I love Clifford, and he's right. He's right. The real world is going to be a big shock, and it's not going to be 6'2". Hey, do you ever worry? This is what I worried about lately. Do you ever worry that they've got all maths wrong?
Yeah.
What if all the math is just a little bit wrong?
A little bit off, like 2 + 2 is 5. What? And then we'd all be in a black hole if it was like then where we're supposed to be.
Here's an idea, Philip. If they've got maths just off, we're stuck with panel shows.
Yeah.
And that's what we get given is those.
Yeah. So we end up with it'll be all right on the night with instead of something interesting.
So that is why
the
only way James Corden can exist is when maths is wrong.
Maths is wrong.
So all maths is wrong, you get James Corden.
But it's not wrong like as if it's not wrong. It's just slightly off slightly.
It's a bit wrong.
It's a bit wrong.
I think James Corden's probably wrong.
Yeah, possibly. I think I've read that this the COVID has really changed him. Yeah, I read like a 9-page article and he was in full suits from Harvey Nichols. Big Spread was also talking about how it's changed him for the better, how much more of a decent human being he is. But it was he was in like really expensive suits and selling them as well. So it's really changed him. His hair is longer. He grew a beard. I mean,
he's really still a bad guy.
He had to do some soul searching, I think it's really been good for him. And I think a lot of TV celebrities have really probably done some soul searching.
When you started talking about COVID,
19.
It got me thinking about James Corden, and it got me to thinking that what has impressed me with him is how quickly he knows which way the wind is blowing and how able he is to respond to what he thinks people need or want to hear.
Absolutely. I mean, he's like a perfect example of a hollow vessel that's able to take everything in.
Yeah.
And it just gets bigger inside. He's probably the TARDIS inside. Like he looks good on the outside, but he's huge on the outside. Yeah.
It's as if he knows how to stifle his psychopathic sort of tendencies and manipulate others around him into believing he's a good person. And I respect him for that.
Yeah. I think it's true. Yeah. I agree with you. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's a secret or a coincidence that he's got the same initials as our Lord.
Yeah.
I reckon we're gonna maybe get on. If we talk about him enough, he might put us on his late night show.
we got to keep talking about James Corden. You guys know about James Corden? I love watching his show. He goes on, he's an English guy, and he talks about his time as a celebrity.
He's really good.
He knows
He's
so saying caring things about the people. Yeah. He doesn't like.
I really like him. I really like him.
He doesn't like women, and he doesn't like sports shows. But he does a sports show, but no women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so friendly. Yeah. We're getting some messages. James Corden is probably wrong.
Thank you. Who said that?
Yeah.
Do you know what I love about that, Philip? What I love about that comment is probably.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Who said that? That's gorgeous. That's going to be one of my favorites. Is that Siobhan? Is that Storm? Is that who said it? Phil, are you still there?
I'm here. I'm reading McIntyre versus Corden Thunderdome fight to the death.
Okay,
Now it's a great idea.
It'd be great. And can you imagine the fitness on display there? Do you know, if I was, if is there ever like a, Armageddon, apocalyptic times, I'm going straight to Corden's house, and I'm going to find out what he's got in his fridge.
Yeah.
Eat that. And then I'm going to make him pull a wagon for me. And I'm gonna strap him up, and I'm gonna get him to pull a wagon, because I just that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, how has he been affected by the lockdown? It must have been so hard.
Very difficult, because he's just the kind of guy that he spends a lot of time in the bath, and
he spends a lot of time in the bath with a lot of wine.
He bathes with white wine and pomegranate juice, because that's what the Egyptians have told us is good. It's eternal juice, and he really wants to live forever. That kid.
Does he ever?
I want to live forever. That kid.
That kid in the picture.
Yeah.
That kid wants to live forever. And don't if there's a way for him to, what I admire about him most is if there's a way for him to capitalize on someone else's art,
right,
and to take a piece of it for himself, he'll do that. And that's that should be. I love that.
Yeah,
I think that's what held back Pappies, is they're able to do that to a certain degree. They're not allowed to keep it going.
No. Someone here said that he has put very serious message here from Most But Not All. You get to a certain level of success where talent starts to work against you, and then you have to abandon it to appeal to the masses. And I think that is really, I think that's bullshit.
I agree. I think I agree. I think that's correct. But you have to be able to make that little switch in your. Someone I saw make a good one was the comedian's favorite was a guy called Sean Locke, and he said, "Oh, sick of being the one making the people only at the back of the room laugh. I'm going to make a change." And all he did was change his suit, and he changed the material a bit. But that was a really good. But I think what James Corden did is he was born a psychopath.
Yeah.
That was his technique.
Yeah.
Hey, let's move off of celebs, because
people are on our because you can't see them, but they're commenting on that. Our joke about James Corden is almost as long as Stuart Lee spelt wrong, and then Rachel D says Stuart's is more subtle and has a better punchline, and Danny found that rather amusing. So I'm glad we're getting through. We're cutting through the healing. And
but Stuart did that on a laptop with his Oxford education. That's why he wrote that one.
well, yeah. I just suppose the world is swinging to the right. It's being led by people like that. And we're just, I don't know, there's really no room for it in this healing, in our healing
politics.
No, not at all.
It's so disappointing who ends up being alt-right, and you just don't see it with Stuart.
No, you don't really see it coming.
There is a little bit of the I saw the fascistic behavior in him a while back.
Yeah.
The mind control, but I didn't see it as strong as it is. But live and learn.
Yeah.
So
I think I need something just to remind people, if you guys want to buy any of our merchandise in the merch shop, the VCEB texture gum, you can get that in our merch shop. It's the only merch we have at the present.
Stuart Lee do a routine. I just worked it out. Stuart Lee did a routine. Must have done a routine about James Corden.
I think that's what everyone's referring to. All four of our viewers.
We need to talk about different people than what Stuart Lee would talk
I
about.
think we should be careful about talking about anyone, because anyone at any point could put this in a brown paper bag and stick it through James's front door in his castle, and then we'll be in big trouble, because once he gets Boston aerodynamics to send out some of those dogs, those fighting dogs. You know what I'm talking about? The Boston, those attack dogs, from Boston Aero.
They're a Boston Terrier.
Boston Terrier, but they're like little mechanical dogs. They're little robotic dogs. You know what I'm talking about, from Boston Aerodynamics. Yeah.
He also breeds pit bulls and fights them. Well, he doesn't fight them literally himself. He fights them, and he's. But look, we're not talking about him and his animal cruelty. We're not. We're going to move on from that.
We're going to move on. Let's just try and do some healing, maybe some chanting.
I wanted to read to you from. I just wanted to do a reading, guys. This is a little book I found, and this book is called "The Culture of Narcissism" by Christopher Lasch.
Oh gosh.
I don't know what it's about, and I'm just gonna.
Is it about me? Just little jokes here that we like to break up the monotony of the healing.
Okay, here we go. Just right in the middle. The art of crisis management, now widely acknowledged to be the essence of statecraft, owes its vogue to the merger of politics and spectacle.
Yeah.
Propaganda seeks to create in the public a chronic sense of crisis, which in turn justifies the expansion of executive power and the secrecy surrounding it. The executive then asserts his presidential qualities by conveying his determination to rise to crisis, whatever the crisis of at that moment to be, to run risks, to test his mettle, to shrink from no danger, to resort to bold and decisive action, even when occasion calls for prudence and caution. So that's what I read there from the book.
Yeah.
So that's a lovely little book from the internet.
Yeah, I had to get up and and fix my green screen.
Oh, so you didn't hear it?
No, while you were reading, I just showed you my butt.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's creative, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's something.
It looks like we ran out of films. Did at any point was there trucks on the screen?
Look at this. Let's look at this. What we've got going on the screen now. But we can do it by pretending.
Can someone tell me, did at any point trucks come on the screen? Can someone message us that?
Yeah, tell us know.
I gave Kai one job, which was make everything work, and the second one was can you put some trucks on the screen? I sent him a video of trucks because I see art in them.
All these other people commenting on YouTube that we can't see. So
should we sing a song for the finale? I can't wait to look at the comments after the show, and then I'll respond. Philip walking down the river. And now there's a truck video behind Philip. But there is a YouTube all around that looks like shit because it's not actually there. It is. This is the first time. Komatsu, I can just wanna hold my weight over to you.
We have the trucks now.
I just want
We have the trucks now.
to bring my load to you.
Let us see the truck
Oh,
now.
wait. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
We gotta see number 72, the trucks.
I'm just trying to unburden my load now. No, God, everything's with load. I don't want it to mean that.
the thing is that I'm getting that the lag is getting bigger, but so are the trucks. The trucks are getting bigger.
Okay, well, that's good. I like big trucks and I cannot lie. I like them big and anyway. This isn't the video I sent either.
Duncan is wondering if that was actually a song, and I'm thinking,
Yeah,
It's a song, Duncan.
it's a song,
It's a song. It might not be a song you like.
but it's a song about truck driving.
You're
I'm gonna drive that truck all night. I wanna drive that truck tonight. Rum, 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 rum. I'm gonna drive that truck all night. Why don't you go on that truck tonight? I'm gonna drive that truck tonight.
I'm gonna drive that truck tonight.
I'm gonna drive that truck all night.
I'm gonna drive that truck tonight. Yeah.
I'm gonna drive that truck all through the night.
wow, that's a big truck. How do they do? What I was wondering when that truck breaks down, do they get a bigger truck to put it on the back of? I mean, how big does their trucks can it get?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's not the truck video that I put ahead, but I don't know about those trucks. They're different trucks than I meant.
Are they? I thought they're like quite
Those are my whales, though. For fuck's sake.
everything is a song if you really want it. I agree with you so much, most but not all. Everything is a song, and everything is a poem.
Everything is. This is an uncurated trucking video. We didn't curate it.
This is not one of our trucking videos.
No, we spend a lot of time researching our truck videos, and this isn't it.
This is not one of them.
And this is not one of our trucking videos.
Trucking video.
It's time to say good night. Thank you so much.
What have we learned? I think most
we learned
importantly,
today,
what have we learned? I think we've learned a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I think I've learned a lot about who I feel like I am.
Yeah, and who I think I want to be with when I'm with you.
Can I just say something, Phil? You know what? I feel like I've learned that what's the point of planning anything in life?
Yeah, I think this is what we've all taken away. If there's a takeaway from this broadcast,
it's just don't bother trying at anything, guys.
Don't try, don't plan.
It won't work.
It's just so more frustrating when you've actually put some effort in and it doesn't work. Whereas if we hadn't bothered, this would be exactly what we would have expected. If we had done fuck all preparation, it could have been exactly the same. So.
Yeah, and that's just the message to any young people out there: is don't try, don't put anything.
Yeah, don't ever put any effort into anything, and you might stumble across something magical.
It won't work. It just won't work. So,
thank you to Cami Sinclair, and thank you to Duncan and Clifford and Helen Peggy and
Helen. Hi, hello,
Helen. She is not prepared for this level of healing. Well, thank you, Helen. We're glad you healed. We're glad everyone that was here today. Just put your finger up to the screen. Touch your finger against my finger there. You can see that's my healing finger. Just put your finger there.
Okay.
Just have a moment. Just take a moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Clifford's gonna watch the whole thing again right away. Because it's so healing. You know,
it is so healing. I'm gonna watch it right away. And hey, let's build it, guys. Bring some people Wednesday night. Let's tell everyone.
Wednesday night is going to be really something special.
Yeah, we're gonna do more. Who said that? And more healing. Just let's talk about healing more. And if you guys have a film you would like to play in the background, please find us on social media and say, hey, would you play this film behind you?
Yeah,
we will.
We will.
Especially those who sent some nice messages there. Get in touch. Get us a little, make it a little arty.
Yeah.
Not blue.
Remember to try harder, not to try harder. And to not try harder, to try harder. And remember that's Anthony Law, and my name is Philip Nichol, and we're here for healing Sundays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We are the Virtue Chamber Echo Bravo team.
Yeah.
And with our superb tech, he did all the sound and lights on Prince's last tour, Kai Barron. And he was here. He did all of Prince's. He's not the guy that killed Prince, but he came close.
Prince got really sad about shows and maybe took some extra pills because of it. We try and tell Kai to not think it was him.
Yeah. I'm just going to put my finger back up again. You guys want to hold your finger up against the screen. There you go. Yeah. And just feel the healing vibes that are coming out. Now, obviously, this kind of slick broadcast cannot be done for free. So if you guys in any way would like to donate some of your
I just got some message from one of our fans out there.
Yeah.
And a direct message. They said the Facebook messages are not appearing on the Twitch. So there's been a whole bunch of messages we've been missing on the Facebook. So I just want to say a big sorry. We're going to fix that.
Yeah.
Facebook.
I said we're getting YouTube and we're getting
YouTube we're getting a lot of gamers turning up.
Yeah, thank you so much to Turbine Engineering Developments, who's learned how effective healing is. Thank you so much, Turbine. Yeah, engineering developments, and also everyone bring a friend's finger with you
Yeah.
to the next healing session.
Everybody brings an extra friend with them for the next episode. You get a free curated question answer.
Yeah, and we're gonna send out, if you give us your actual, put online your postal addresses right there, we'll mail you one of these texturizing gum, Virtue Chamber Echo Bravo texturizing gum, and it's only through, that's why our hair always looks so good.
Yeah, and also we've got great hair, but hey, listen, send us a video you want at the back of the show. Yeah, bring some fruit.
Yeah, bring fruit, bring some fruit, because fruit's very healing, and so
welcome. This is the beginning of a journey, isn't it?
yeah, so get